Welcome to your first look here at Fox Raceway for the opening round of the 2022 Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship. And of course, it's all brought to you by 6D Helmets. 6D Helmets is dedicated to the relentless pursuit of brain protection. 6D's patented Omni-Directional Suspension technology provides protection capabilities unmatched by any other helmet design. Established in 2011, 6D is the technology leader in both motorcycle and bicycle helmet design. So here we are at Fox Raceway for the opening round of the season. We had a media day here today. The riders got two 30-minute sessions to dial in the track a little bit, which is going to be huge for a lot of guys still trying to figure out some setups on their bike. But of course, Fox Raceway, the opening round of the championship, it is going to be dry. And today it was actually very dry and dusty. Dried out a lot through the day. And actually in the second session, caught Dylan Ferrandis doing a lot of bike setup changes. Talked to Ricky Gilmore, his mechanic, and he said, or his suspension tech there, and he said that, yeah, they actually didn't realize it would dry out as much as it did, and it got a lot harder. So we're going to see a lot of that throughout the day on Saturday as well. If we look behind us here, you can see it's kind of loamy dirt on the ground as we come over this jump right here, but the ruts are kind of funneling all the way down through, and as we see up here, look at how deep some of these ruts already are on this racetrack right here. Like many different lines. What do we count? Like 15 different lines across the racetrack right here. And this is what the story is going to be like on Saturday, because they're going to till this track deep. They're going to make sure that it's loamy and it holds moisture so that we get to those later motos in the day, the second motos in the day, there's still moisture in the ground to be had, and it's not dry, blue groove, and dusty everywhere around the track. So not going to hold you guys here much longer. Let's go ahead and see what's going on out there on the racetrack. Guys already out there doing sessions, and see what it looks like out there.
It's like got it. Yeah, this one is good.
Once you have someone to help you learn it, it's not that bad.
Hey, how much?
All right, so we just saw the guys riding right there. You saw a lot of different, kind of versions of practice for those guys today. Some guys were just doing some slow laps trying to figure out their settings. Some guys were doing motos. We saw Jason Anderson literally motoing down that entire first session. And this entire track behind us, as you guys can see, I mean, it is definitely going to dry out throughout the day on Saturday as well. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Let's go ahead and throw it to some of the interviews that we got a little bit earlier today. Hear what the guys think about this upcoming season of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. All right, well, welcome back to Pro Motocross. How different is the nerves or like the pressure coming back to the sport like you have versus when you were in it and in the kind of the depths of it?
Well, I mean, it's been 5 years, so the nerves are gonna have to work on controlling them for sure. But it's the excitement. Nerves aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's enjoy what we do. You care, but at the other end of it, it's just the pressure is just what I put on myself. I mean, I know my expectations where I want to be, but I also got to just bring it back, focus, keep things in line, and just execute. So but that's the challenge, that's the tests that the sport brings and everything. So I'm actually really looking forward to the challenge as actually.
Yeah, and you said that you wouldn't come back if you didn't feel like you could win. So like, where, if you leave this weekend with an X position, where would that X position be that you'd feel happy?
For me, I'd like to be at the front, maybe even if a little bit off that. I mean, from there I can at least build, but you know where you want to be. Of course, I know I want to definitely win. I want to be out there at the end of the day, but the true test is going to come when we go racing on Saturday. It's nice to get a feel here, and you're going to be able to tell a little bit, but the true test is going to be race day. So,
right. All right, welcome to the USA. Kind of tell us about the decision to come race in America and your interest level in it, and just kind of how excited you are for this opportunity.
No, I'm really excited because I always want to race here. Of course, I prefer to do it when on my hype, on my career. But it's always nice because I have no pressure now. It's just for fun, basically, and I can enjoy this nice tracks here in the Pro Motocross. So basically, it's just everything is a fun thing. The GPs were getting a little bit. Too long for me after so many years of being focused in doing that and always being on top for so many years, and now it's a little bit rest, and just enjoy a little bit.
Welcome to Pro Motocross. I mean, just take us through the idea of, deciding to do your pro debut and kind of what you're expecting this summer.
Yeah, me and the team kind of made a decision a few months ago, I'd say, on doing outdoors, and all 12 is the plan right now. So. Yeah, I don't really have too many expectations. Honestly, my main goal is just to be at all 12 and get as much experience as I can, right? So we'll see how it goes race by race. I'm super stoked right now. I'm like shaking just for press day. So yeah, I'm super hype, and just go race by race and see what we can do.
What's been the prep and what who have you been working with, and how much time have you kind of put into extending your moto lengths and stuff like that?
Yeah, so obviously the whole Star Racing Yamaha team, we all ride together at the Goat Farm, Star Farm, whatever you want to call it. My trainer, Gareth Swanepoel, we've been working really hard. I just been kind of working, silently right now, gaining those longer motos, the fitness, getting stronger. So, yeah, I mean, I'm super pumped how far I've came in the past few months for sure. Obviously at the practice tracks, everything's been going good. So we'll see how it goes on race day.
Obviously, the first one's going to be special, but is there any particular round that you're looking forward to this year, getting out there and trying to do your best?
First round's definitely special for sure, but Unadilla, that's New York. I'm from New York, hometown race. I'm gonna have a lot of family and friends there, so Unadilla would be sick to get at.
All right, Jason Anderson, dude, you're looking solid out there doing motos. Is everything just feeling solid on the bike as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, everything feels solid on the bike. I did a little bit of testing. I went back home for a week and just been riding and just trying to stay doing my thing. I'm comfortable on the bike and haven't made changes, obviously, going into everything. But right now I'm trying to stick with what I know for the most part.
Obviously, you had a super strong end of Supercross, but you're kind of flying under the radar by most people's standards because, you haven't had the success outdoors yet. But, where do you kind of feel like you're at right now? Do you feel like coming into the season, outdoor titles right on the table for you?
I mean, to be honest, they pay us to win, and I want to try and win. It just hasn't gone my way in the past. And right now, that's my goal, is to come out and be on the podium and battling for race wins. So I feel like we're in a good position as far as the bike goes and everything. But we'll find out round one on Saturday. So we can always feel good right now, but when it comes down to racing, all the chinks in your armor, are revealed, I guess.
Right. All right, Jett Lawrence. Hey, is the number one plate heavier?
No, it's like just the one digit's actually lighter.
Yeah. Okay, so no 8 makes it lighter. I mean, coming into this year, is there almost a little bit different level of pressure though? Because before it's trying to ascend to win a title. This year you're obviously defending. How does that kind of change your expectations or how you feel going into a season?
I mean, it's obviously a little bit of a different feeling because I had a bit of a hiccup at Salt Lake, but I mean, not really. It's the same thing that I came in last year. I mean, the only difference last year was okay, do I have a good chance at the title? And after the first round, I knew. So I mean, at least now I kind of know I am definitely capable of getting a championship. It's just whether putting those motos together.
Right. Did you have to take any time off the bike to heal the ankle?
Yeah, I took a week off, which was it's still okay. But it's good to ride now. So I mean, I had a week off, but we'll be fine for the race.
All right, Dylan Ferrandis. Hey, defending champion's got to feel like a pretty good ring to it, right? To come into the season, big #1 plate on the bike, it's got to feel pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. You know, as a rider, the goal is to show up one day in your life with the #1. So for sure, it feels good. Now, it had some pressure also. I know that I need to defend this number, and I want to keep it for next year. So I know I have a big challenge ahead. But yeah, I'm ready. I feel good. The team and myself, we're ready, and we see we're gonna try our best to keep the #1 on the bike.
All right. How's everything with the wrist too? How has that been recovery-wise, and how much time did you have to take out the bike?
Honestly, it was pretty tough. It took me a while before I rode with pain-free, you know. So it took me a while. Even today, like I feel I went first on the last lap and had to jump everything on first lap. I had a little bit of pain, but I mean it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. It's just I need to just be careful with the pain. But I mean I feel I don't feel it's gonna be a problem, and I'm ready.
How kind of exciting or interesting is it to have Cairoli, Dungey back on the track and presenting maybe a bit of a different challenge for you this year?
I mean, it's cool for the sports, but for me, you know, it's had more competition, so I don't know if I really like it. But no, I mean, these are two great champions. I've been watching them when I was younger, and always look up after them. So it's cool to have them today. But yeah, we see how they ride on the track, but I'm sure they're gonna be a tough guy to beat.
All right, appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend. So that has been your first look here at Fox Raceway, the opening round of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. We are outdoors, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have got deep ruts, tall berms in this corner here, ruts coming all the way throughout, all the way to the exit. It is going to be a fun 12 rounds of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, all kicking it off here this Saturday at Fox Raceway in Pala, California. We hope to see you guys there. Thanks to 6D Helmets again for being on board with us, and we'll see you guys at the races on Saturday.